Ever since they were introduced on the PlayStation 3 in 2008, people have been going crazy over the trophy system. Sure, some trophy hunters go through a lot more trouble than they'd like to admit in order to get that platinum, but it's still an enjoyable and rewarding experience. It can be quite an expensive hobby, and it got us thinking, what are some of the most expensive platinums out there? I'm Josh, and welcome to HotFix Gaming. Today we're going to look at 7 such rare and expensive platinum trophies. The majority of the games we're going to mention in this video have been delisted from the PlayStation Store, and few physical copies that are out there are hard to come by. Number 7. Mamorukan Curse. This particular game was initially released for arcades in Japan in 2008, and it wasn't until March 2011 that the game was ported for the PlayStation 3. But even then, there was a Japanese port and the international one, which was released later in 2013. The game puts a twist on the classic shoot-'em-up gameplay in that players controlled titular protagonist Mamoru from an overhead perspective. Instead of forced scrolling like most shoot-'em-ups, this game only moves as the player moves. The curse part of this game's title derives from the special curse bomb attack, which has a dedicated button from the regular shoot attack. The bombs can be used to destroy bullets like other shooters, but also to curse them, making them more powerful but getting players more points for a higher score. Today, both the Japanese version and the English one sell for hundreds of dollars, and with an ultra-rare platinum, it fits just perfectly onto our list. This particular game has been 100% completed by only 2.24% of those who played Mamorukan Curse. In total, that amounts to only 85 players. Number 6. Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn. The 4th installment of the Dynasty Warriors Gundam, the game features over 120 units, as well as new gameplay elements and the return of space battles, among other things. The game was released in Japan on December 19, 2013 for the PlayStation 3, while the European version was released in July 27th, and the North American version on July 1st. The Western release was only for the PlayStation 3, and in North America it was strictly a digital download, so it's no wonder that a physical copy of this game is hard to come by nowadays, and of course, quite expensive. And to top things off, the Platinum Trophy for this game is a very rare one, with only 6.56% of players ever achieving it. So, out of the 10,990 people who own this game, only 722 have reached Platinum. Number 5. Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Venus. Dead or Alive Extreme 3 is the 3rd installment in the Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Originally released in 2016, it had 2 separate titles. The PS4 version was called Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Fortune, while the PS Vita version was called Venus. Out of the two of them, Venus is the game that is harder to get nowadays. This title has multiple gameplay modes and plenty of minigames, such as pool hopping, casino, and even something called Butt Battle, where 2 characters stand on a platform and try to knock each other off. Overall, the game is known for being quite a fun and even relaxing experience. The Platinum Trophy for this title is just as rare as finding a physical copy, with only 12.35% of all players actually getting it. So, out of the 7,084 that own this PS Vita game, only 875 100% completed it. Are you one of them? Number 4. Asterisk War Phoenix Festa. An arena beat-em-up that was a tie-in to the Asterisk War anime that ran from 2015 to 2016, Phoenix Festa received a very small print in English and only in the South Asian/Malaysian region. It has been hard to import into the Western world, and copies are scattered all across the globe in the hands of various collectors, making finding one increasingly difficult as people learn how rare the English variant is. In 2019, the digital version of the game was delisted on all platforms, meaning that Bandai Namco did not re-sign a licensing contract with the rights holders of the original property. This guarantees that there will never be a second print of any kind, even if demand is present. Copies appear on platforms like eBay on rare occasions, but they often sell almost instantly and for upwards of $800. The Platinum Trophy for Phoenix Festa is ultra rare, with only 87 gamers ever achieving it. So, out of the 2,670 players who own this game, only 3.26% completed it fully. Number 3. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. This particular title is actually a complete remake of the first installment of the Hyperdimension Neptunia series. While the core of the story is still the same, Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 has an entirely new plot and uses an overhauled version of the gameplay system from Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory, with additional new features. It was released in 2013 in Japan and in 2014 in North America and Europe. However, it is said that the European version did not get a physical release, only a digital one, and North America only got a few copies of the English version of this game, making this title one that is hard to find. On Amazon, a copy of Rebirth 1 can sell for over $400, and on eBay, the situation doesn't look much better either. The game also boasts a rare platinum trophy, with only 18.68% of players achieving it. Number 2. Godzilla. Despite being a really terrible game, Godzilla in 2014 now goes for a surprisingly high value of $150 to $160, with some listings even exceeding the $200 price mark. It's puzzling that such an awful game has retained such a high value over the years, with the only logical explanation being that not many people actually bought it in the first place. Upon its release in the West, the year after its Japanese release, critics panned the game, and it was quickly discarded as one of the worst games of the year. It featured repetitive gameplay, terrible graphics, and some really awful voice acting. If only gamers knew that it would hold so much value in years to come. But it's not just the price that qualifies this game for our list, its platinum trophy is also an ultra rare one. As of the making of this video, only 3.33% of all players completed this game 100%. Out of all 20,012 owners of Godzilla, only 667 have actually earned a platinum trophy. Number 1. NBA Elite 11, the EA version. NBA Elite 11 was a mobile basketball video game, which was initially released for iOS. Then a PS3 and Xbox 360 version was planned. This game, however, has never officially released. Just shortly before its planned release in 2010, both the PlayStation and Xbox versions were cancelled. But a few copies managed to escape and land into consumer hands, and nowadays these are considered rare collector's items. The price for a copy can even reach $10,000, while unreleased promotional posters for the game can sell easily for $2,000 or more. According to PSN profiles, there are 567 copies of the PS3 version of this game, but nobody has actually achieved platinum in NBA Elite 11, making it the rarest platinum on our list. Have you ever played or owned one of these games? And if you did, have you managed to get your platinum trophy? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you enjoy gaming content and want more, make sure to check out the videos that we've linked on the screen. We have plenty of gaming videos, so while you're at it, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click that bell icon.